Allow. Allow. This is a word that I've heard a lot lately from my voice coach, my teachers, my parents. When you allow something to happen, you sacrifice control over the situation and let it run its course. And it's scary. As a sensitive kid, I had a lot of trouble making friends my first year because all I wanted to do was control the people around me. By that, I mean I was yelling at kids who expressed anything less than complete maturity, which is absurd. I remember many times when my roommate Ari Han would try to joke around with me during study hall while I was trying to be productive in my classes. The funny thing is that Ari and I actually have a lot in common. We both love music, math, theater, and dance, and we're both great students. On paper, we were the perfect roommate match, but I had my heart set on improving my grades so that I could have more control over my future, and friendship with Ari just didn't seem necessary to me at the time, so I pushed him away. As time went by, I was distancing myself further away from other kids at Harris, and the further apart we were, the more control I had over my own life. However, due to our close proximity, tension started growing between Ari and I because we couldn't push each other far enough apart. And believe me, we tried. We literally moved our beds so that they weren't a bunk bed anymore. It started as a bunk bed, but then we moved them to opposite sides of the room so that we'd be as far apart from each other as possible. But despite this, I still took offense to everything he did because I couldn't see past the fact that by simply living in the same room as me, he prevented me from having complete control over my space, and I think he felt the same way. Meanwhile, my singing career at Millbrook started to grow. I performed with the Voices on Thanksgiving and in the winter musical 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. However, I noticed that the way I sang put a lot of strain on my voice because I couldn't stop clenching in my neck muscles to maintain control over the notes. Instead of singing, I was simply pushing for control, again. The next year, I lived in a single room, which allowed me space so that I could grow at Millbrook School at my own pace and not have to force someone else to their side of the room. Not worrying about control gave me time to focus on something that I am passionate about, improving my singing. So I started taking voice lessons with Miss Houston. As she was teaching me, she helped me realize that I don't have to push the high notes out to sing them. In fact, the song that you just heard one last time, that came from allowing the notes to occur naturally. And I just have to allow them to flow naturally. Don't push, don't clench, just allow. During my junior year, my grades started improving because I allowed myself to be passionate about those subjects. Because of this, I actually had lots of fun writing my history essay because I allowed myself to choose a topic that I knew I'd be passionate and interested in instead of forcing myself into an overcomplicated subject. Most importantly, I started to make friends. I stopped pushing everyone away for the sake of controlling my own life, and before I knew it, I had more friends that I could count, including Ari and Ethan Davis, who gave a beautiful intro. Who would have thought that being kind, true to yourself, and so gosh darn good at chess would make people want to be friends with you? My advice to you is to allow. Allow yourself to be active in the community at your own pace. Allow yourself to find your passion and allow yourself to go all out. Allow yourself to find your friend group. No need to force it. When I graduate, I may not understand that one physics chapter I was struggling with. Okay, it was 2 chapters. Okay, fine, it was like the entire semester. But that's okay. I may not speak fluent French. I may not even perform everything that I initially wanted to perform yet. But I know that I will be satisfied because I have learned to allow myself to be passionate without forcing it, something that I will continue to do during college. I will also allow myself to enjoy these last few weeks at Millbrook with the friends that I have allowed into my life and not force myself to cram everything in the last minute. I will allow myself to just be. Thank you so much, and if these words resonate with you, then maybe you should allow yourselves over to chess club tomorrow night. Be there or be square like a chessboard. Thank you so much.